Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And Barking Guy and I are talking about this past weekend's ball games. And I was asking the Barking Guy if he liked our 3-camera shoot that we did for the Goddard series.
Yes, I did.
If you ever got a chance to go back and watch any of it, because I know you're a big radio listener.
Yeah, I listen on the radio, but sometimes I'll go back and look at the video to see what I missed.
Just in case. Well, we did. We went ahead and broke out a 3rd camera shot for the games with the Goddard series. And the only thing that we didn't get added back in was the instant replay. We didn't have the instant replay, but we had the 3 camera shots. And Tanner was just having a great time up at Goddard. I mean, normally he's just pretty much there by himself. And we had Joby was the announcer. We had Paul was running camera, main cam. And then we had a static cam for our pitcher-catcher umpire shot. And then I was running the third base cam. And one of the things that we noticed at the game, it looked like there were scouts there, college scouts there.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
You've seen them?
Yeah, at the first game on Thursday, I saw them.
Okay, they were there.
Yes.
I don't think they're really scouts.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they all got the khaki shorts and the hat and the school colors shirt, and they have what looks like a radar gun and notepads. So they're going around taking notes, making everybody think that they're,
Scouts.
D1 scouts. And so I didn't see them on Thursday night, but they were in my camera shot for a little bit on Friday up at Goddard. And Joby was telling me about it afterwards. I guess some guy started this on YouTube, so it's probably a YouTube TikTok challenge or something like that. But that, I think, kind of explains the question I got. So I'd been there, we're halfway through the second game. So I've been there through the whole first game. We're halfway through the second game, and one of the Goddard security people comes up to me, and he says, are you with the media? And, of course, I'm sitting there. I got my KSVP TV shirt on. I got my lanyard. I got my NMAA pass. I got my headset on. I got a camera. I got a transmitter. I mean, I kind of look somewhat official other than my face, And I said, yeah, I'm doing camera for the video feed. And I hold up my pass. And I thought it was an odd question halfway through the second game to ask me that question. And then as I thought about it, and I was telling Lon about it, the only thing I could think of is that maybe they had somebody called security on these kids doing the fake scout thing. And so they were checking to make sure that I was actually legitimately there and not part of the, part of the joke thing that was going on. It's the only thing I can think of, because I think I've seen the security guy before. It's not like this is my first rodeo at Goddard. We've been covering sports there for a while, basketball and other stuff. And I just haven't been on the crew generally, unless it's just been radio in the past. But I thought it was an odd question. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought, well, maybe they were trying to make sure that the people that were there were either fans or actual working media and not people pretending to be something they're not. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into your report. We have good news. We've got some teams that have advanced. So why don't you recap the previous week's activities?
Yep, we got a lot today. We'll start with baseball. Artesia 6, Goddard 3. Nia Estrada hit a homer. There were 2 we want the umps to go like this. One in the 4th. That was a pop-up to the catcher in foul territory, X2. And one in the 7th to end the game, 5-3. 3rd to 1st. Josh Madrid got the win. Then it was Artesia 4, Goddard 1 in the opener. It was 2-1 Artesia going into the 7th. We scored 2 insurance runs by Devin Fierro and Nathan Taylor. Driving them in were Nathan Taylor and Cody Johnson. Nia Estrada picked off a runner on his way to a win and a district championship for the Dogs. Arf! But then it was Goddard 2, Artesia 1. Errors cost us, and we had opportunities to win. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yep.
Now on to softball.
Well, I think it helped Goddard. I think Goddard winning that game set up that
7-10.
7-10.
I think so.
If they don't win that game, then maybe they're an 11 instead of a 10. And we don't face them in the first round. But I think they get a win over a district champ. So that's a criteria point, and that may have been responsible for moving them up to a 10.
Now on to softball.
Okay.
Artesia 3, Lovington nothing, the opener. Riley Crandall not only got a no-hitter, she also broke the 4A record for 600-plus strikeouts in her pitching career as a Bulldog. At the end of 6 innings, there was no score. Then Kaden Apodaca hit a 3-run homer, and we clinched the district championship. Then it was Lovington 7, Artesia 5 in the nightcap, despite KJ Ray's homer.
Yep.
Another coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Well, I thought they were going to come back and win that one. I really did.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
And I was barking.
I can. You know what? There are times when I'm on the road, and I know you're not there, but I could swear I'm hearing barking. You know, I'm sitting there,
you did.
I'm running camera. I got the headphones on. I'm listening to Joby, and it's an exciting point in the game. And I could swear I hear you barking. You must be carrying across the distance of the desert there.
Probably. Yeah, that's. But I was barking.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, when the foul ball goes to the cows, I move.
You move. You're into the game. That's awesome.
Sure am.
Yep.
And then we got Selection Sunday, and you covered some of it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get the rest of it for our southeastern teams.
Okay.
Class 2A baseball. Eunice got a number 1 seed and has a bye. So does Capitan Tularosa. They got 3 and 4 seeds respectively. Texaco got a 10 seed and will travel to McCurdy. Lovington got an 11 seed and will travel to Estancia. Only 12 teams selected for 2A. First round is Wednesday, May 4th. They only play 1 game.
Okay.
In 3A, Nimmy has a number 3 seed and has a bye. That's the only area school that made it in. Like 2A, they select 12 teams, but like 3 and 4A and 5A, they play 3-game series, May 6th and 7th.
And that'll be at NMMI, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, no.
They have a bye.
They have a bye, so they don't play until the May 12th next week.
That's right.
Okay, in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
And 4A, Artesia got a number 7 seed and will host number 10 Goddard. Ruidoso got a number 15 seed and will travel to St. Pius.
Okay.
5A, Carlsbad got a number 1 seed and will host El Dorado. Hobbs got a number 5 seed and will host Las Cruces. That's in baseball. Softball.
Mm-hmm.
Class 4A. Single A, 2A, and 3A is next week's Selection Sunday. So 4A. Artesia got a number 1 seed and will host Kirtland Central. Lovington got a number 4 seed and will host number 13 Goddard. Portales got a number 11 seed and will travel to St. Pius. 5A. Carlsbad got a number 1 seed and will host Sandia. Alamogordo got a number 3 seed and will host Manzano. Hobbs got a number 7 seed and will host Volcano Vista. Roswell got a number 12 seed and will travel to Rio Rancho.
You know, what's interesting about the 4A softball barking guy is where they put Goddard. They really struggled the last part of the season. And I think they had just 1 win in the month of April, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought they would have been a little lower than that, but they didn't. They got the 13. So instead of them getting a 14 and having to go to Silver City, or getting a 15 and having to go to Gallup, or getting a 16 and having to play Artesia. They put them in at 13. And so they do have a bit of a trip, but it's not as far as it could be. They're not going to Silver, they're not going to Gallup, and they're not playing the number 1 team. So they got them in at a 13, and so they're going over to Lovington. So, but I did think that was kind of interesting because I thought they'd be a little bit lower going into the weekend. I fully suspected that Artesia and Goddard baseball would be playing, and I fully suspected that Goddard softball would play either Artesia or Lovington in the first round. And I'm not often correct in my predictions, but I got one right this weekend.
You did.
So, all right, we've got about a couple of minutes here. Where do you want to start next?
Well, we're gonna skip the tennis for now. We'll do that on the backside.
Okay.
Banquets are coming up.
Okay.
Cheerleading, May 3rd. Swim, May 5th. Golf and band, May 17th. Choir and softball, May 20th. Track and baseball, May 23rd. I have not received any invites or gotten any tickets yet, although I've talked with a mom about one of them.
Okay.
And the tickets aren't out yet. If you're selling tickets, a good place to tell us about it is KSVP. We'll do a PSA for you.
We will.
And if I buy my ticket in time, I'll tell you where I bought it.
Yep, that's right. As a means of helping promote that location.
That's right. If you're a mom and you're carrying the tickets around your purse, you let me know. I'll buy one from you.
Yeah, you can leave word here at the radio station. Just when Tana gets in here in a few minutes, you can leave word with Tana and say, hey, just let the barking guy know. Here's where you can get tickets for this banquet or whatever, because there's a bunch of them coming up.
Yep. Or give me a number to call. I'll call the number and I'll arrange to buy a ticket when I'm in town. A lot of times I'll go to a workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one where Trini at Forest Tire. She had tickets.
A football banquet.
That was a football banquet.
Yeah.
I went over there and bought it.
Yeah, and Brown Drug has had tickets for different things in community before, so.
And they're all advertisers on KSVP.
They better be. No, they are. The ones that we mentioned are. All right, hold your thought, Barking Guy, because we still have more to talk about in the next segment. With tennis coming up, and of course the baseball and the softball and the track and all the other stuff that's coming up. This is